A lot of you have been wondering about how these two drones stack up. So we've got the Potensic Atom 2 versus the DJI Neo 2. Both drones are mini drones weighing under 250 grams. The Atom 2 is a folding drone with a 4K camera system and a 3-axis gimbal, where the Neo 2 on the other hand is a 4K drone. It's got a 2-axis gimbal, not the 3-axis gimbal. Full coverage propeller guards here. You can't fold it, so it's kind of got that fixed wing design. I was actually quite surprised when I started researching these two drones. There's a lot of similarities between them. There's also a lot of differences between them, and they kind of offer two unique drone experiences really from two separate companies. Both of them have something very unique going on, and I think you'll be happy with whichever one you get. But in this video, I really want to help you identify which one's right for you. The Neo 2 weighs 151 grams. It is a fixed body, so you can't fold it into anything smaller than this package here. And it also is a 2-axis gimbal, so occasionally in strong winds and occasionally when you're flying really fast, the camera might get caught up a little bit. It might move awkwardly, or you might see a little bit of the body of the drone. Really, across the board, it wasn't a major issue, but just occasionally I noticed it. One thing I have to mention is the antenna on the Neo 2, because it's kind of an interesting one. If you don't have this antenna installed, if you don't get the kit with the antenna, then you can't fly it properly with the controller or FPV mode or anything like that. It's quite limited to the app functionality and hand launching. So you really do need this with the controller to get the most out of the Neo 2. So I would always recommend getting the Fly More kit with the Neo 2. With the Atom 2, I would still suggest getting yourself the bundle. Definitely makes a big difference here. But this is a 3-axis gimbal system here. The drone weighs just under 250 grams. The Atom 2 is a folding drone, so it's a lot more portable and travel friendly, I would say. You can get cases and bags for the Neo 2, but just by default, I was really happy with the Atom 2 bundle with the smart controller and the bag. I think that's a really awesome kit. I love the bag design. They've gone with a magnet and kind of this zip design that you just pull the handle on. Love that design. And I also am super impressed with their smart controller as well. They've done a great job with their smart controller. Let's get a little bit deeper into some of the specs here and how these two drones differ. So they both actually do offer a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor. Both capture really nice video and photos. I've been impressed with both of the offerings here. One thing to mention though is that the Atom 2 does have an improved aperture, so it can actually capture better low light. It's an f1.8 aperture compared to an f2.2 on the Neo 2. Not a huge significant groundbreaking difference, but the Atom 2 is going to perform slightly better in the low light situations you can put it in. It also has an AI night mode as well, which I'll get into a little later. Now the Atom 2 can capture 4K 30 frames per second. It can also capture 8K photos with its 48 megapixel sensor, 1080p up to 5 times slow motion as well, so some really nice options there, and vertical videos 2.7K up to 30 frames per second. So it has a lot of different options when it comes to photo and video, and there's a lot of intelligent flight modes as well that I'll get into a little later. Now the Neo 2 on the other hand just has slightly improved options here nearly across the board. So 4K 60 frames per second as opposed to 30 on the Atom 2. The Neo 2 can also capture 4K 100 frames per second, which is a big improvement over the Atom 2. The vertical videos are also 2.7K up to 60 frames. So again, a slight improvement again, but the image quality is not as good. So you're not getting 8K images here. It's only a 12 megapixel sensor compared to the 48 megapixel sensor on the Atom 2. The Neo 2 slightly takes the cake here when it comes to the specs, because it can capture significantly better slow motion, which I actually really enjoy using. 4K 100 frames per second as opposed to 1080p slow motion, so a really big improvement there. But if you really like taking photos, then the 8K photo options are a huge improvement on the Atom 2. So you can see they've both got something exciting going on with each drone really. Now when we get into the intelligent flight modes and the different features that are available here, this is where there's a lot of differences between the two drones. So the Atom 2 does have a tracking option. So you can use a following mode through the app and you can track a bunch of different things. So I've tracked boats, cars, and people, and it's all worked really nicely. There's also a brand new waypoints mode as well, which I've been extremely impressed with here. It's a nice offering. It actually feels like a pro offering that they've added in. This was after the fact, after my original review of the Atom 2. It only just recently came out, but I've been impressed with it. The Atom 2 also has an AI night mode, which is really nice. That's just a nice additional offer here if you are capturing lots of night images and night videos. Great for that kind of scenario. There's also Cine Roll and Dolly Zoom available and a bunch of other intelligent modes as well. And the new smart controller is beautiful. I'm extremely impressed with that smart controller. Super responsive touchscreen. Love the build quality of it. Great range from the unit. And the combo, the Atom 2 with the new smart controller, is a great offering here. It's a hard one not to recommend to people. If you are interested in the DJI Neo 2 or the Potensic Atom 2, I will have a bunch of links down in the description below. If you're based in Australia and you're looking for any sort of DJI product, accessory, camera system, whatever it may be, then I've got some great deals for you. Go into any of the DJI stores located around Australia and just mention DansTube as you go into the store. They'll help you out at the best deal they can. You can also just go to the website d1store.com.au, type in the code DansTube to save on most drones, cameras, and accessories. Alternatively, if you want something a bit more personal, you can reach out to them directly, sales@d1store.com.au, mention DansTube, and again, they'll help you out with the best deal possible. I've actually helped Australians save over $110,000 on their drone, camera, and accessory purchases from the DJI store in Australia. Huge savings across the board, and thank you everyone for supporting the channel through those links and all those codes. I'll also have some links down below for the Potensic Atom 2, so check all of those out. They will all be affiliate links to Amazon and to Potensic and DJI's website and everything, so check them out. They do help out the channel, and I really do appreciate all the support. Now, if we look at the Neo 2 here, it is a little bit more feature-packed. There's a lot more options actually, which is quite impressive. We do have tracking available through the Neo 2, so you can utilize the active track, like palm launching it. You don't even need a controller, or you can just use your phone, or you can use a variety of other controllers. So there's tracking mode available. There's palm launching with full gesture control, which works really nicely. We've got voice controls as well through the application. We can fly in full FPV mode, which is exhilarating. Absolutely love that. Even with the Neo 2, like you can fly full FPV manual mode. There's app control, like I mentioned, Apple Watch control, which is also really cool, and a bunch of other intelligent modes as well on the Neo 2. It's feature packed. It does have dolly zoom. It's got a bunch of other really cool features as well. One of the biggest deciding factors, though, is the fact that the Neo 2 offers omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. So this drone can avoid obstacles in real time. The Potensic Atom 2 does not have that feature at all. So you're flying blind as such. Like if there's something in the way, it's not going to notice it. It's not going to beep. It's not going to avoid what's in the environment. So this drone doesn't have that feature, but I would actually say for a lot of people, it's good to learn how to fly a drone without obstacle avoidance, without relying on technology. Just learning how to fly the drone and be aware of your surroundings, I would actually say is a valuable tip for people out there, a valuable kind of thing to learn initially. But again, the Neo 2 does have that obstacle avoidance, so a really big improvement here and really a drone selling feature for a lot of people. Battery life is where it falls apart a little bit for the Neo 2. It only features 19 minutes compared to 32 minutes on the Atom 2. So the Atom 2 having the 3-axis gimbal, having the folding design, better battery life, waypoints, it really does feel like maybe more of a serious drone, like a conventional drone, where the Neo 2 still feels like a serious conventional drone, but it's just different. There's a lot of kind of uniqueness to the Neo 2, where the Atom 2 is just a solid all-rounder, I would say, for a lot of people. Surprisingly enough, even though both drones weigh a different amount, the Neo 2 is a lot lighter. It also has like propeller guards on it, so not as aerodynamic, but they can both handle level 5 winds. That means up to 38 kilometers of wind speed, which is crazy. And they've both handled it really well when I've flown them in all sorts of scenarios. No issues with one or the other. I don't see any difference necessarily. They both handle it really well. The other thing to be aware of is that the Neo 2 does not feature any digital zoom. It does have a dolly zoom mode, but if you're using the controller, you can't get additional digital zoom, where the Atom 2 does have digital zoom. So 4K, you can go 1 to 2 times zoom, or in 1080p, you can go 1 to 4 times zoom, and it also has dolly zoom as well. So you're probably hearing that there's quite a lot of differences and similarities between these two drones, even though they're in their own lane, really. I would actually say that you're going to be happy with whichever one you get. The Potensic Atom 2 does have those additional features that I mentioned before, that probably make it more of a serious drone. The 3-axis gimbal just means that you're going to get reliable video regardless of how windy it is or how you're flying the drone. So that is a huge benefit here. The Pro controller, their new smart controller, feels significantly different to anything you can get on the Neo 2. You can't use any sort of Pro controller from the time of me doing this video. It's just not an option. You have very standard controllers that you can use with the Neo 2. Still not an issue because there's some great options for the Neo 2, but that smart controller is a really nice addition with this guy here with the Atom 2. You also do get waypoints, you get a really advanced tracking mode, and a bunch of other really cool features as well with that 8K photo option. So yeah, I think the Atom 2 is a solid all-rounder for a lot of people. Great price point, great battery life on it as well. And I think it's a great one if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a folding drone that's going to be perfect for travel and just does everything that you want it to do, solid out of the box, the Atom 2 is a solid starting point for a lot of people and a great complementary drone as well. But when I really think about it, it's hard not to recommend the Neo 2 as the drone to go for. Like, even when we compare it to other mini drones on the market, this guy just offers so much. The biggest downfall is the battery life now. In the previous Neo, they improved on everything I wanted to see with the Neo 2. Battery life is still something that hasn't improved here. And that's something that I want to see a significant improvement with for the next version, the Neo 3. But right now, that's the thing that's holding this back from like being the best drone on the market for that price point. But besides that limitation, this drone really does offer everything you need. It's a full coverage FPV drone that has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. You can palm launch it, you can get it to follow you. You got a bunch of different ways of controlling it. You can have goggles on, motion controls, full FPV mode, normal controller, voice controls, gesture controls. There's just, the list goes on. You're not even going to be able to try all the different modes for this drone because it just offers so much. And it's such a solid flight experience, even if you just have it as a standard drone. But even just with the controller and just having the drone and the controller, it's a great standard drone. Like, it's a great drone just for those standard type of experiences where you're just flying it as a drone. You're not worrying about all the other stuff. The last comment I have to make is that the Neo 2 sound is a little bit more annoying than the Atom 2. So I find that the Neo 2 just sounds a lot louder. It's a lot more obvious when you're flying it. The Atom 2 has a subtle sound and is a little easier to have covert missions. So the Neo 2, that's another thing I would love to see. Battery improvements as well as improvements to the sound. Like, it's just too noisy and the battery life just isn't good enough. But besides that, the Neo 2 is my strong recommendation. It's the one to go for, I think, for most people. But if all the other stuff on the Atom 2 stands out for you, then this is a strong recommendation. Like, again, regardless of which one you get, you're going to be happy with them. Maybe get both of them if you can, because they kind of offer something separate and different. A lot of people have told me they've got the Neo 2 with like another mini drone. So again, these two could complement each other very nicely, but the Neo 2 is the one I'm leaning towards here in this comparison. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate all the support. I'll chat to you very soon. Leave a comment down below and I will reply, and I'll chat to you soon. Peace.